Hey everyone, Creatively Cara here, and my channel is all about taking you along on my creative journey with me. Today we're going to be setting up the month of February in my work bullet journal. I don't know how many of you have separate bullet journals for like personal life and work life. I've experienced it where I've combined them before and also where I've had them separate. Ultimately, I prefer having them separate, but I really think it depends on what your job is. My job requires a lot of tasks and appointments that I need to keep track of, so it's really helpful to have that in its own journal. To begin this setup, I was just kind of trying to pick out what utensils I wanted to use. By the way, what you just saw was a new organizer I bought. It's really for color pencils, which it fits best, but I was able to fit a lot of my most used like pens and markers in this, so I really love it. It's got a front and a back compartment, and I'm obsessed with organizing my stuff. So if there are other people out there who love keeping their items organized, let me know in the comments below, because I hope I'm not the only one out there that has like a million different ways to organize their stationery. Oh gosh. Anyways, I wanted to go with the color purple. I felt like it would be a good color for February. It kind of goes along with what my personal bullet journal is. I did like this watercolor theme, so if you haven't checked that out, I will link it down below and in the cards here. But I use a very minimalist approach when it comes to my work bullet journal. I don't need it to be super fancy at all. So that's what you'll be seeing today. So I brought it back out. I decided that I wanted to use my new brush pen Zebra mild liners because I love the colors that the Zebra mild liners give, and I thought the light purple would be a perfect contrast to the dark purple in this case. So yes, Zebra mild liners are the way to go for everything. And just adding a little bit of like boxes around this just to add a little bit of character to it, I guess. Now I did want to include on the right side a space for tasks and a space for notes, because there'll be times when I'm at work and I decide, oh, this is a task that I'm going to need to do, maybe next week or at some point during this month, but I don't want to do it, today or this week. So I'm able to put that under the tasks in the monthly layout. Just as Writer Carol's typical standard method goes, I really like that for my work bullet journal. As with many jobs, I do have some performance goals, and I want to be able to track those with my bullet journal. I decided to go with just two main goals to focus on each month probably. We'll kind of see how this month goes since it's my first time really doing it, but they're going to be SMART goals. I'll have the two goals at the top, and then I draw a quadrant, so I have 4 boxes. Basically, I'm hoping to include information for each week within my bullet journal, maybe what I was able to achieve that week or what my action steps are going to be that week. I don't really quite know how it's going to play out yet, but we will see. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably get updates about it, so be sure to follow me on Instagram at Creatively Cara. And I'm really excited because this month I get to go on a conference trip, and it's just like an hour and a half away from where we work, but it's still really fun because we're going to stay overnight. And yeah, I love conferences because you get to learn a lot. And I didn't actually draw it out here, but today at work I did fill that out, so I'm showing that here. I'm going to put kind of the location, date, information in there, and then I'm going to include basically this schedule, and I still have some space at the bottom. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put there yet, but I will find out. But I'll probably end up using other pages once we get to that point in my bullet journal to actually keep notes from each session that I attend, unless I keep it digitally. I don't know yet. I do like to take notes digitally sometimes, so I think it really just is going to depend on what the session brings about. Now, I've been using various daily, weekly layouts for my work bullet journal. I actually was using the timetable one that you see here on the Wednesday. I used that for really most of January, and I really liked it because, again, I have a lot of like appointments and stuff, but when I break down my day by, I'm going to check emails at this time, and then I'm going to work on this project, then I'll have lunch, then I have this meeting. So I like to be able to see that broken down, and I can kind of divide my tasks that way as well, but I'll leave room at the bottom space for tasks as well. But I'm also going to be trying just a half-page layout for like tasks or notes, nothing specific there. But basically, I wanted to show you a variety of ideas that you can do for daily layouts, weekly layouts. And again, I'll probably update everyone on Instagram how these spreads are working for me throughout kind of the first 2 weeks of February, because that's kind of what I have planned out here. So Thursday, sort of this hybrid layout. It's going to have that timetable, a very small version of it, and then I'll have a place for notes and also a place for my tasks. And I did leave a space where I can do my top 3 priority. Sometimes that's really important because sure, you might have a lot of tasks to do within the day, but you know that you need to focus on these 3, like they need to be done today. You know, if you don't do like a top 3 priority, you can always put a symbol by the tasks too. Usually I use an asterisk when I want to, you know, note something's important and I need to get it done that day. Then Friday is kind of similar. It doesn't have the timetable, but it does have room for priority tasks. And then aside from that, I just split the rest of the page into tasks and notes. Really, that's what my days make up. Sometimes I don't really fill out the notes page. It depends. I like to have that, you know, if I do end up having some meetings and I need to jot a note down, or something comes up and I just need to write something down, I have that there. But I do feel like ultimately the daily layouts are what I'm going to be really liking in my work bullet journal. It's what I've been using so far, but my last spread that I'm going to set up in my work bullet journal is a weekly rolling list here. So I really only put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday because I don't work the weekends. I'll have that running task list on the left, and I have room at the bottom that I was going to save for my goals. So again, maybe just planning on some action steps that I can achieve that week. But ultimately I'll relay that information back to my goals page. Then on the right side is a breakdown of the days of the week. Again, I just have Monday through Friday on here. And you know, this is going to be a place where I can keep notes, or I can, you know, mark any important appointments or events that I have in those days. All the tasks then will be on the left side. So just a quick flip through of everything we set up. Again, this is very simple and minimal, but I'd love to hear what you guys do. Do you keep your work bullet journal separate or together with your personal journal? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching my video today. If you liked what you saw, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, bye-bye.